The amuse with oyster is really amazing. It's like the warm oyster. You have to get in one bite. But what makes so good is also the vin jaune sauce with little shallots. You know, the briny caviar, the salty oyster, or the type of iode, and the crispiness of the blini go together, and the whole thing is held together by that vin jaune sauce. And we are having the champagne Bruno Paillard with its boozy Grand Cru, which is also really good because it has very good minerality. It's 60% Pinot Noir, 40% Chardonnay, perfect match. Here is a Bernard Pacaud classic at L'Ambroisie. This langoustine with the tuile, with sesame seeds and spinach, and the sauce is curry, but obviously with some heads of langoustine or bubbly baked prawns. If there is a better langoustine dish on earth, I just don't know it. I will never be tired of this dish. I try to get it at least once a year. The middle course at L'Ambroisie, a very thick piece of Atlantic saltfish with cabbage and last truffles of the season. Monsieur Pacaud really buys the very, very best truffles. Even in Alba, you cannot find this level. I guess they export. And his vin jaune sauce, you know, Jura wine, I had it in different places because quite well known, you know, with chicken. But there is a what the French call coup de main, the handwork difference, which is better. I think it has to be tasted here. Very last truffles of the season. Many years ago, I was grad student at UC Berkeley, and I met Monsieur Le Père, who is the king of truffles, who had come to California, and he had told me that the best truffle dish on earth was Bernard Pacaud's truffle feuilleté. And then maybe 10 years after I learned that, I was able to afford this dish after I finished grad school. And once a year I try to have it because it's what French call plat d'anthologie. It's a historical landmark, like Palais Royal or something. One can really have the same ingredients Pacaud uses, may even steal his people in the kitchen, but they will never be able to recreate this because his coup de main, his handwork is so perfect, his balance, that it's never dry, and his foie gras is whole and very high quality, and the way he blends flavors, the balance is amazing. The sauce you see is Périgordine. It's only the basically the jus and truffle, and he always serves it with frisée salad. Let's have fresh and truffles. With the whole meal, we are having an Hermitage White from Charles 2010. This is a wine which is very floral, very high in glycerin, voluminous, strong, good intensity, 14.5% alcohol, but it's able to fight back the alcohol. With a long finish. It's a type of wine that normally I don't have in my cellar because it's very hard to match with food. But when you eat dishes like that, especially the sole with vin jaune sauce and Alba truffles, Pico magnatum, and a dish like that. One needs a strong white wine like this Marsanne grape with character and a personality really that has to stand against the food. And I think this kind of Côte du Rhône is a very, very, very good match. I would pick dessert at L'Ambroisie, the first chestnuts of the year, sorbet with chestnut and chestnut peas, and clementine sorbet. And with that, we have a little taste of Madeira, Sarciel, 10 years old. It's a little nutty. Should go especially well with the chestnuts. I don't actually like chocolate desserts too much. When I have a chocolate, I like a single piece with my coffee. But the exception is Bernard Pacaud's sablée au chocolat. I don't know how he makes it, but it's so elegant and incredibly light. So if you take like a spoon, you leave it, it just cuts in two, as you see, the way he makes it. One has to taste this. It has to be tasted to be believed. Really, I don't like slogans, but it's true in this case. They also brought the miardis. Because the dinner, we probably will not order coffee. There is the palmier, there is the cannelé, tarte citron, and almonds, caramelized, glazed with a little chocolate. They're also special. I mean, Paco gives importance to detail. And they're like the truffle dish we had. They had at least 6 grams of truffle. Nobody will put that. But the cooking is so perfect. And I had very luxurious ingredients here, like this first time in my life that I'm having white truffle and black truffle in the same meal, because the end of one, the beginning of the other, beginning of 2017. And caviar. But in his case, he doesn't make great dishes because of the luxurious ingredients. They're integral part of the dish. They really blend with the dish. One has to taste the dishes to really see that, the Paco difference. I will say that this is a type of restaurant that gets better and better with frequent and repeated visits. That you get complexities and the difference. So he doesn't try to awe you, shock you, like many modern chefs. He's the opposite, actually. His cooking is very much in line with. I never had the cuisine of Ferdinand Poin, but I believe he's the reincarnation of that level. Classic, but at the same time not heavy. After each meal here, I can sleep comfortably. With the chocolate cake, Christophe, the sommelier, Monsieur Christophe, offered us. I find Paco's cooking unique today because he really is able to combine elegance and very light looking dishes with intensity, with really intense, strong flavors, which are at the same time ethereal and very elegant. So I don't find any other chef who is able to do that. He doesn't follow any trend. He doesn't, you see the mise en place is not like the type of top 10 in funny classifications like San Pellegrino 50, which I thoroughly disagree, because he's not a mediatic chef. He's not in the room. He's not in the dining room. He stays in the kitchen. Only seen him once or twice after leaving the restaurant or while I was leaving. He makes an appearance, but you see that he's not really comfortable with PR, with relations with clients, because he really speaks his cooking, speaks. This, I think, is a rare species today that we have. One should really take advantage when he is still cooking, because one can take photos of the dishes, and right now many chefs concoct dishes for the photo to look good. They don't taste good, or they conceptualize, but they really have no idea about the taste, or it's in the secondary importance. As Paco's dishes are actually not only well conceptualized and executed, but have depth and balance. I think this is a very special place that I'm happy that this was my first meal of 2017. Hopefully, I wish all of you a very happy and healthy New Year.